Dr. Monique Udell is a biologist and psychologist researching animal behavior, cross-species interactions, and cognition. She is the director of the Human-Animal Interaction Lab at Oregon State University. Dr. Udell's work answers questions such as how does domestication of animals change their social development, and how does the behavior of domesticated animals develop? Monique Udell has uncovered many truths about human-animal relationships. For example, she has studied how the domestication of dogs has affected their sensitivity to the actions of humans. Dr. Udell has also debunked many misconceptions about animal behavior and psychology, such as the idea that cats are self-sufficient animals that do not depend on human interaction. Dr. Udell had a love for animals and nature starting very early in her life. In her youth, she loved analyzing animal behavior and interacting with animals in general. Dr. Udell's interest in animal behavior and nature from her early life grew immensely during her time at Stetson University. She later earned her PhD and MS degrees in experimental psychology with a focus on animal behavior and analysis at the University of Florida. Dr. Udell is also a certified applied animal behaviorist by the Animal Behavior Society. Dr. Udell's research has frequently confronted common stigmas surrounding animal psychology and canine behavior. Her work consistently critiques traditional dog training methods, such as yelling or physical punishment. Dr. Udell's papers advocate for more compassionate approaches that have been proven to succeed. She frequently speaks at conventions and conferences about the importance of quality human interaction with pets. In her free time, Dr. Udell enjoys exploring nature on hikes with her husband and her dog in the state of Oregon. Dr. Udell is an author on a scientific paper titled "Wolves Outperform Dogs in Following Human Social Cues." In the experiment conducted in this paper, 5 groups of canids, which are dog-like carnivores, were tested on their ability to follow a human's pointing finger to a target bucket. These 5 groups were tested under several different conditions and included wolves and pet dogs. These conditions included having a known or unknown experimenter and being outdoors or indoors. As seen in the figure, there were significant differences in experimental performance among the groups. For instance, the groups of wolves tested outdoors and pet dogs tested indoors were the only of the 5 to successfully follow the pointing cue to the target bucket. The main conclusion of the figure is that the environment a social animal develops in significantly affects its ability to recognize cues from others. In other words, this experiment suggests that the ability to understand social cues is developed in an animal and is not solely dependent on genetic traits. Dr. Udell continues to direct the Human-Animal Interactions Lab at Oregon State University and analyze the cross-species relationships between animals and humans. Dr. Udell also frequently speaks at conferences regarding animal training, behavior, and psychology. Her work has greatly expanded scientific knowledge on the importance of quality domestic human-animal relationships. Her research has debunked methods of human-animal interaction that are harmful to animal psychology, such as negative reinforcement dog training. Dr. Udell works tirelessly to make her research available to all. Personally, I admire the amount of care that Dr. Udell puts into her work. Dr. Udell actively tries to make her research accessible to everyone by participating in podcasts, conferences, and papers. Her research consistently prioritizes the well-being of animals. I identify with Dr. Udell because of my interest in animal behavior, specifically that of dogs and cats. I am interested in the relationship between humans and domesticated animals, and I would like to research the significance of human bonding on pets. Thank you for listening.